Welcome back. Mind over movie time. Mind over movie time. Mind over movie time. It's the new theme song that is premiering right now in your ears.
I'm going to make it.
It's going to make it?
Yeah, I'm going to make it. I'm going to get on Fruity Loops and make our new jingle, and it's going to be that.
Is Fruity Loops really a beat thing? Is this... You didn't just improv that?
No. Yeah, Fruity Loops is a beat thing.
Absolutely incredible.
More people use Fruity Loops than I originally thought as well. I figured everybody would move on to something more, I don't know, something better, but apparently a lot of producers still use Fruity Loops.
Hey, I have a question. How do you spell Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is the Mandela effect, isn't it? It's like FROOTLOOPS.
I was convinced that it was FRUIT. Like,
I was too.
I really did grow up thinking that that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Rude awakening, man. I tell you what.
It
hurts.
Same thing with, we were discussing this last night, the Santa Claus movies. I've been spelling Santa Claus wrong my whole life.
Without the E?
I've been spelling it with the E, yeah.
Oh, no. Isn't it with an E
no.
in those movies?
Well, it's with
because
an E
it's
in
without
those
the
movies.
E.
Yeah, in real life.
Normally.
Yeah.
Because it's a play on the legal...
The clause,
the
yeah.
clause, the Santa Claus.
Never understood. Even though the E was like crooked on the posters, like every time. Never connected with me. I was like, yeah, clause. CLAUSE, yeah.
It's weird to market a movie to kids based on like legal shit that they're not gonna get. I haven't seen any of those movies for a long time though. So is it like for adults too?
It's for adults and kids, yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's geared towards kids because Disney picked it up and Tim Allen's in it, but it's definitely like the humor in it is more towards adults.
So he like. Here's the plot, as I understand it. He murders Santa Claus.
On accident.
On accident, okay. And then he's got, like, this David Cronenberg, like, body horror experience as he becomes Santa Claus. And then it ends? And then he gets a wife? And then he meets Jack Frost?
Yeah, pretty much. He has to learn how to become Santa Claus. And then, like, in the movies, it's like... Oh, you put a magnifying glass up to the contract or whatever, and it says right here you have to get a wife. And then Jack Frost is like, I know a loophole in the clause, and I'm going to become Santa and ruin Christmas.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I can't believe Martin Short would do that on Santa Claus's birthday.
On ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas? Are you kidding me? I always love that time.
It's ABC's Family's 25 Days of Christmas, and you're laughing.
And you're laughing. You're laughing. It's a great... that was like what I look forward to the most during Christmas times was ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas because they also, for some fucking reason, aired the Harry Potter movies during Christmas. And those feel like Christmas movies for me, so I'll sit down and watch them.
They always seem to be on during Christmas, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Christmas, did you get any movies under your watching tree this week?
I started so many... I'll tell you the ones I've started watching.
Okay.
I started watching Casino. Martin Scorsese.
Okay. So you picked like the second longest Martin Scorsese movie.
Really good though so far. I like it. I've got like 40 minutes left.
Okay.
I started Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch that so bad. In fact, I added
good.
it to my watch list recently just to emphasize.
Yeah. I got like 35 minutes in, and I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far. Especially knowing like all the history behind that movie. Just it's really fun watching. And then I also started My Octopus Teacher.
Oh, I've heard weird.
I've heard Well, it's so where I'm at in it is it's fine right now. But,
okay.
I hear it gets weirder. And then I also started watching The Sopranos. Never seen The Sopranos before.
On myself again. Copyright. I got into season 2 of that recently. Like, I finished the first season. We never talked about it on the show, but... how far are you, Sopranos?
First episode. Like, I finished the first episode, and I was going to watch the second, but it was 3 a.m. So.
Hey, your mobster goes to therapy. What happens next? Wada boom, bada boomba.
I'm guessing a lot of hits go on. I didn't know
slower paced than you would think.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to get that, like, I don't know what I thought. I just thought I'd start it because I've seen The Sopranos as like number one on people's like greatest shows of all time next to Breaking Bad. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start it.
I think it's higher rated on like IMDb and in people's memory because it's like the show that made all of the shows we love like possible. Like most modern dramas can trace their roots to Sopranos and be like, yeah, we totally got these ideas to do this from Sopranos and they made it possible for us to do it. So it's kind of weird to go back and watch it, like having what we have now. Like, I don't know, like every time I watch The Sopranos, like I love the character work and it's very entertaining to watch all this mobster stuff, but it does feel like, oh man, this might have been edgy in 2000, but like by these days standards, we have our Walter Whites, we have our like Barrys, we know this field pretty well and we've seen it play out faster.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's what I worry. I'm worried that if I continue watching the show, I might lose interest because if a show just doesn't like it's gotta like pique my interest super soon, and it's gotta like keep it rolling. Because if shows that start out slow, I will never keep up with them, bro.
No,
I will never. I am in the middle of watching Vikings. That show is really good.
I've heard.
Yeah, and then what else did I start? I mean, maybe I didn't start anything else, but I did watch and finish in one sitting The Kingdom.
On Netflix?
Yeah. No, not on Netflix. Well, maybe it's on Netflix. No, not that. It's a Peter Berg movie from 2007 or 2005, something like that.
I've never heard of this one.
It's like a fictional story about the tensions between America and Saudi Arabia because, we get oil from Saudi Arabia, so we had to make like a pact with them, and apparently there's like towns in Saudi Arabia where Americans go and live, and there was a fictionalized bombing at one of these like neighborhoods. And it was because apparently, okay, I'm not going to even pretend that I know about Saudi politics with America, though that he gives you kind of a brief overview at the beginning of the movie, but from what I've read, people don't like Berg's politics in the movie, but from what I can tell, it's based on a matter of opinion because the whole reason for the bombing was because some Saudis don't care if Americans are there, others do and want them out and will kill them to get them out. And that's like that's true, like real world, but he took that idea and fictionalized like a bombing. Now, whether that is in good taste or not, I don't know, but the movie's message is not racist in any way or anything like that. Like it's kind of like for a truce and a relationship with Saudi Arabia. The movie though has got some great action sequences because Peter Berg knows how to direct action. And if you watch the movie for nothing else, watch it for the last 30 minutes. It goes from a car chase to a kidnapping to a run and gun like shootout, and then to a basically breach and clear a house kind of thing. It's crazy, bro. But it was all right. I liked it all right. Nothing too, it's Peter Berg. I like Peter Berg's movies, though.
I don't know Peter Berg right now.
Patriots Day, Deepwater Horizon, Mile 22.
I've never watched any of the movies, but I've known about them. I guess I've just never put
I would recommend watching Deepwater Horizon. That's his best
one.
The BP oil spill. It's really freaking good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it just never piqued my interest back in the day.
He does like political action movies basically. He's like a wannabe Oliver Stone, but he can direct action way better than anybody in the business right now. Like him and Chad Stahelski, I'd say, are like the best ones for making you feel like you're in a gunfight. So that's what he does really well. So I would recommend Deepwater Horizon, and probably even Patriots Day is pretty good too. That was about the Boston bombings, the marathon bombings. Yeah, that one was really good too, I think.
Shit, I didn't even go see that one. So these are a lot of more recent movies that he's done. I'm still playing catch up from like that week that I had oral surgery, so I'll just like try and get these out of the way. I watched Misery which is a wonderful adaptation of what, like, surprisingly, I read the book first.
Okay.
Which, I mean, a lot of people would be like, how? Because you have a 2-hour movie version of it. Wada bing, wada boom. I still like the book more. But I love what Rob Reiner did with the adaptation, and like Kathy Bates is just absolutely like amazing in that role.
Love her.
James Caan is also like bringing it. I think it's like one of the most solid, just like 2 hours, just like out there. You know, it's just you put it on and like bam, it's done, and everyone's entertained. Like, it's just one of those movies. Rob Reiner just is one of the best directors of all time, and I mean, we usually think of comedies like Princess Bride or Spinal Tap, but he did dramas just as well. Yeah. I mean, he's still alive. I don't know why I said he did.
Right.
Because he does them, you know? Yeah. But he had that golden age, like the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah. For sure.
I specifically remember watching Misery and thinking, like, this is the best Stephen King adaptation I've seen. Like,
really?
Yeah, just like, honestly. Ever. I don't think we can count The Shining, but... As far as like true adaptations, you know, from the book.
Yeah, because Stephen King at least likes Misery. Stephen King hates The Shining so much that he made his own miniseries that was terrible, but apparently more faithful. Yeah. He likes Dr. Sleep though.
Yeah, I did hear he likes Dr. Sleep
because they meshed the ending of the first book with like his story, and he's like, brilliant, I love it. He likes Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, well, Mike Flanagan also did Gerald's Game.
Yeah, Gerald's Game is great.
Well. Oh, love that movie. Also, Mike Flanagan's just really good at horror. Like, anything he puts out, I'm going to watch.
It's always very interesting. He does things practically. You ain't got that CGI bullshit that people do, like when they're trying to de-age actors. You know, he just casts younger actors. Like, who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? I heard that was the biggest problem with It Chapter 2. I haven't seen it, but apparently, like, the Stranger Things kids in that movie got too old too fast, and so they had to CGI them down to being little or something.
I don't even know. I don't remember most of It Chapter 2. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I hate that movie.
I liked the first one so much, so I'm kind of surprised that I didn't go see Chapter 2, but I'm also remembering that It, the book, got significantly weaker when it was focused on the adults, and all the stuff with the kids was like the shit you read for. It was like, that's the stuff right there.
Yeah. I agree, like, the adults, like, Chapter 2, it focuses mainly on the adults with flashbacks of the kids, and for me, it's just not the same. Like, I don't think they were cast very well either.
No.
But yeah, sad day.
I like Bill Hader, though. I assume that he probably killed it.
Yeah, I liked Bill Hader in the movie, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, next order of business. Yeah. I did watch one of those artsy movies that I'm always adding to my watch list and not watching. L'Haine. It's a French 1995 movie that's in the Criterion Collection, and it's pretty much a movie that feels like it could have been released last year with its subject, because it's police brutality all the way. Like, it's just following these three characters. It's very new wavy because they just, go around France in a day. It's like takes place over like 24 hours, and you just follow these three characters as they go from place to place and have different conversations with people. But, the main theme is the police have recently like stomped out a riot, and a Muslim man is like dying as a result of like his injuries from the police, and there's like that like lit fuse in the background. It's like whenever everyone's talking about like if he dies, we're gonna lose our shit. I'm gonna go shoot a fucking cop if this guy dies. And so that's lingering on in the background, but these characters are just going from place to place talking about their feelings. There's this amazing scene where they're in a bathroom and they're just talking about things, and then this old guy comes out and talks about like the Holocaust and like his experience, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell is this movie? And it works, like all of it works. There's an actor in it, his name is like Vincent Castles, and he broke through to the American like film industry like through this movie, and I'm not sure what he's been in, but he's got a very familiar face, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, he has been in shit. Is his name Vincent Castles? Oh no, I've got this all wrong. Do your research, Isaac. Learn how to say French name. Oh, Vincent Castle.
Okay.
He's been in, I don't know. He was like in the Oceans movies. He's in Ocean 12. He's in Shrek, apparently. What the heck?
Okay, wow, yeah, he got popular.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he's in Shrek. Because that's the only thing our generation can, like, for sure go to. Monsieur Hood. Oh, he's the hooded guy with the mirror.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
You know, riveting work.
Riveting.
In Shrek and also Line.
Amazing.
Let's see. Let's pump these bad boys out. Let's pump them. Pump up the jam. I watched Mitchell's versus the Machines, but I want to clarify I was on painkillers and I fell asleep for most of it. The last 30 minutes was really fun, though.
I've heard it's good.
It's very reminiscent of, like, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I think, like, animation-wise. I would say humor and, like, emotionality-wise, it's going for, like, a slightly different thing. But it's still good, and I like it a lot. So, I don't know. I'm not going to, like, give an official review on that. I missed most of the movie. I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. I watched so many movies on painkillers, and I just don't want them to be, like, a backlog forever, you know? I've got another. I know I saw another. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm looking through my letterbox because I'm going
the best
crazy.
Tool.
Okay. Moonstruck.
Yeah.
With Cher. She won the Best Actress Oscar for this one. And I'd heard good things about it before. But it's, like, absolutely so charming. I love it so much. It's just pretty much like being Italian and being American.
Yeah.
Like, but it's funnier than that.
Right.
And also, like, Nick Cage shows up, like, 30 minutes in with, like, a wooden hand. And he's got the most ridiculous motivation of all time. He, like, hates his brother because he blames him for the accident where he cut his fingers off in the blade because his brother had just come into the store before the accident or something. It's really silly, but the way Nick Cage, like, overperforms it is, like, amazing. And I don't know, like, 80s Nick Cage really had something going for him. He was fucking crazy, but he's
still crazy, bro.
Okay, this one is a very important movie to me. I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
No.
It's like the silly kung fu movie where they've dubbed over old action karate movies, and then also they've thrown in, like, CGI, like, cows and shit.
Oh,
just, like,
I've seen a scene from there. It was like a meme that was. I mean, it was from the movie. Somebody just posted it, and I watched it, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's
where he has, like, a Matrix fight with a cow, which is the most dated part of the movie.
Right.
But I don't know. It was, like, a very, like, fundamental movie to my humor as, like, a kid. And so it was really interesting to revisit it because it is really outdated and really silly. Like, they'll, like, add a guy in the background with green screen who's got, like, a boombox, and they play, like, "Oh, can't touch this." Copyright. That's a meme in itself at this point. The me doing, like, 5 seconds of copyright. You know, you got to be safe, though.
Exactly. Sam, get on it.
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Worth mentioning, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Still funny. Not the funniest movie of all time, though. Like, 7-year-old Isaac might have told you, though.
Right.
And speaking of very culturally sensitive movies depicting Asian cultures, I also watched Raya the Last Dragon.
Gotcha.
This week. No, that was not a very good transition. Let's clear that up.
What's the damage? What's going on?
I like it a lot. I think mostly this is, like, the best action that's ever been in a Disney movie. Like, it looks really good. And there's just some cool ass shit. I will say, most of the plot is kind of derivative of, like, an Avatar The Last Airbender style, like, world. And I mean, the comparisons to that series are fair. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a Zuko character, you know, they've got to get, like, all these certain pieces to, like, accomplish a goal, and there's 5 different kingdoms or whatever that are all at, like, war. But it's interesting when you're watching it, truly, because, like, there's not, like, a solid villain. There's no, like, twist villain in this movie, which is, thank fucking God. I'm so sick of, like, Disney Pixar movies having like a twist villain like 30 minutes from the end. It's always half baked.
Yeah, and
like
it never. Sometimes you can see it coming too, and it's really ridiculous. I don't like it. I wish that would. I wish that would die out. That trend with everything animated. I wish it would just go away, because it's not cool.
it's really half baked. But I will say that I think that is the movie's like biggest weakness, is that it doesn't have like the most engaging plot ever. Like the characters are likable, the action is cool, the animation. I mean, at this point, you know that you're getting like a pretty beautifully animated movie with Disney, and there are a lot of cool shots in this one. I would just say like mostly seeing like Asian cultures represented like front and center was the big thing with this one I liked, but the writing was like
Right.
But I hope that Raya bombing at the box office doesn't mean that Disney takes the wrong messages away from this and goes like, okay, well, we can't make movies with people of color at the center of them. Just realize that don't use Disney Plus as your only means to release a movie.
So
and maybe
stupid.
Release it for free like you did Soul, so people actually watch it.
Yeah.
Or wait till COVID's over,
Literally.
or near over, because I mean they're releasing Cruella. I don't know if that's gonna do well. Is that out?
It's out. It's doing well so far.
Okay.
And
Quiet
actually,
Place
people are
Part 2 won, I think.
Yeah, bro. 57, almost 60 million in its first 4 days.
Oh my God! Before the pandemic, I would kind of laugh at those numbers, but now that's like
That's huge.
most popular movie of all time. I gotta say.
Yeah, and I assume that the budget for it was not very big at all, so they probably, are close to at least making their money back. Because I remember reading A Quiet Place, the first one, didn't take a lot of money to make, like, at all.
No, it was one set.
It was one set, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a
this
very
one,
simple movie.
Probably a little bit more bigger of a budget because they knew the first one did so well, and I think they're in multiple locations in this movie, so... But still, I'm excited to see it. I was going to go see it today or tomorrow. Today, I don't feel like getting out of the house. And tomorrow, I think we got something going on. So, I'm going to see. But I'm going to go watch it. And I honestly might go watch Cruella. Not going to lie. Because people have been saying that it's not as bad as they thought it was going to be. And it's not... straight up like a Disney's Joker,
I've been hearing Disney's Joker though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like there is one thing that got spoiled for me about it that I was like, that is probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard concerning her.
Excuse me.
Concerning her backstory. But I don't know. I'm still interested because honestly, I just love Emma Stone. I think she's phenomenal.
I think Emma Stone is she's so cute.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, speaking of new releases, it's time for some news.
Dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun dun.
Loki. Let's just get all the Marvel shit out of the way.
Let's go with Loki. I still haven't watched the official trailer because I don't care.
You don't care about Loki?
I don't know. I feel like I'll watch it when it comes out, but I didn't even watch like Falcon and Winter Soldier trailers or WandaVision trailers. I watched like one WandaVision teaser. I think I just get caught up in the cultural craze that happens once they do finally come out, but like I don't know. When does Loki come out? Is it like
June 9th?
Oh, so that's like next week.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll care about it next Wednesday, but now I don't think I have anything in me for it.
What I think is so what I'm trying to get at here, Marvel's what do you call it? They're like their hype train or whatever is rolling at breakneck speed because in the end of April we got the Shang-Chi trailer.
Yeah.
And then
I still haven't watched the Shang-Chi trailer either.
Well, then you probably haven't watched the Eternals trailer we got a week ago
I
or 2
watched
weeks
it
ago.
without sound on my phone because I was at a thing.
Yeah.
It looked like it was really well shot, and then also I heard that they hadn't interfered in like
anything.
genocide
Oh yeah, because But yeah, so they released that, and so now everybody is getting ready for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer to release. And from what we've heard,
I'll watch that.
I will watch that. Yeah, theaters have already gotten the trailer. Like
I saw that tweet.
Yeah,
today,
so
from Hassan.
I'm just curious if they're gonna like play it in front of trailers this Friday, or if they're gonna release the trailer tomorrow morning because it's Tom Holland's birthday tomorrow. Normally they do stuff related to cast, like the cast will be like, oh, guess what, I'm gonna give you this, and Tom Holland spoils stuff all the time. They'll probably do something with that.
Anyway, is my favourite trailer for my birthday. It's Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's on his laptop.
Oh blimey! I accidentally showed you the Uncharted trailer. Oh, it's always happening to me.
I wouldn't be surprised if that drops tomorrow as well. But
go see my movie Cherry.
Go see Cherry with the Russo brothers on Apple TV Plus, that nobody has. By the way,
did the Russo brothers direct Cherry?
Yeah, or they produced it or something. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's the Russo brothers.
I heard it's really bad.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Woo! Woo! Sheesh!
I never even saw their Extraction movie, which apparently was the most watched thing on Netflix last year. Was it good? Chris Hemsworth was.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I don't care to watch movies like that anymore.
No.
Last Chris Hemsworth Army movie I saw was 12 Strong. It was
What
this
is this a
basic ass
genre?
military.
Like a Chris Hemsworth military verse?
I guess white popular buff man in an army movie. Like, I don't think I'm interested in those anymore. Is what I'm trying to say.
I guess it just feels like propaganda now.
Yeah.
You know, like when we were younger, you know, those movies are cool because people are like, "Oh my god, Black Hawk Down is so badass."
Yeah.
But knowing the context of why we're in the Middle East most of the time,
Yeah.
and then to see a movie about some badass military man fucking up the Middle East,
Yeah.
it's like, well, now I just feel bad that he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. Yeah.
What's he doing?
I feel
He
the same
committed a
way.
war crime or something? Get him on out.
Barry committed a war crime.
God, Barry's not a role model. Okay?
That's true.
Barry's an
That's true.
anti-hero.
Ugh.
Watch Barry. Stream Barry.
Watch Barry on HBO Max.
What if we made a Barry fan cam?
Let's do it. I hate fan cams.
Me too. How did they happen?
I don't know.
I feel like BTS people just didn't care about what they were posting and replies to shit, and then people were making fun of it at first. But now there's a Marvel fan cam on a Stop Asian Hate post everywhere you go. There's a fucking fan cam in the comments.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, the military genre I don't watch anymore. Where was I even going with that?
Oh, Russo brothers.
Oh.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. There
Sorry.
we go. Woo! Trace it all back.
I'm a tangent unraveler.
Me too. Yeah. So if y'all are listening to this and the No Way Home trailer dropped, tell us what you think. Some people don't like the idea of it being a Spider-Verse. Some people just want it to be the Sinister Six versus MCU Spider-Man. But it looks like Sony's got other plans with their Kraven the Hunter movie and their Venom movies and their Morbius movie. And
I'm so bored of all of them already. I'm just I don't care.
I don't care.
All I want for Christmas is Into the Spider-Verse 2, and that's it.
That's all you want?
That's all I want.
I don't know if I may be the outcast here. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, great movie. I don't care though, as much as other people care. I don't understand the egregious amounts of hype for that movie and just people toting it as a masterpiece in every area. The animation was beautiful, the story was pretty good. We got a black Spider-Man on screen, that's dope. What else is there to what am I missing? Because people are just they are still screaming about that movie to this day, and it came out 3 years ago.
I don't know. It's it's just one of those movies that it's a solid movie, and then just kind of leave it be. You know, don't dredge it out and
Right.
pull out quotes and random scenes from it all the goddamn time, and it can stay golden.
Yeah.
And I feel like it has kind of worn on me because of the way people like tout it out, you know, like, and it's good. It really is good. It's just like, you know, let's move on, you know?
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of staying on one thing for a really long time.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
Things have come out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And also just superhero fatigue in general. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think any superhero movie that comes out these days is like a masterpiece, okay?
Right.
It's just like, it
It's a
was
superhero
impressive,
movie,
I guess.
yeah.
It's a spectacle, sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
The zeitgeist, if you will. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania begins filming in 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
And that's not even... Oh, no, it comes out next year, so I'm right. And guys, Stuart Little is leaving HBO Max tomorrow.
Yeah, ugh.
Wow, get it out of here.
Okay, I'm like gonna throw up.
Oh,
I'm having to look at that mouse. Wait, can I read, in honor of Stuart Little leaving HBO Max, the greatest copy pasta of all time? And while I'm pulling that up, do you want to tell me what you think of the Last Night in Soho trailer?
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into, is all the trailers we're getting. I'm interested. I don't really get it, but I'm interested. Like, I trust Edgar Wright for the most part.
Okay, fuck Edgar Wright for a second.
Okay, yeah, fuck him.
Let's talk about Stuart Little.
Yeah, fuck him.
This is my favorite copy pasta. I fucking hate Stuart Little. I know what you're thinking. This is some kind of funny joke, but no. Stuart Little is a piece of shit. A damn rat got picked over actual children at an orphanage, and he's supposed to be a hero? And I can't even tell you how many damn times I've seen a great parking space only to turn the corner and realize Stuart Little is already parked there in his stupid little fucking convertible. He took my wife and the kids and my house and my job. I swear to fucking God, I'm going to kill myself and take that goddamn rodent to hell with me. Stuart Little has ruined my family. Last summer, I approached the miserable mouse in the street and I asked him for his autograph because my son is a huge fan. The fucking rat gave me the autograph and told me to burn in hell. Later, when I gave my son the autograph, he started crying and he said he hated me. Turns out, motherfucker didn't write his autograph. No, he wrote, "You're a piece of shit and I fucked your mom." I'm now divorced and planning a huge class action lawsuit against the white devil that ruined my life. Your time is almost over, Stuart. All the people you've wronged will rise against you.
Will rise against you.
We fucking hate Stuart Little.
We hate Stuart Little on this podcast. Stupid little mouse.
He's a little whore mouse.
Let me just say, let me reiterate what we've already said on this podcast before. M. Night Shyamalan co-wrote this movie. Co-wrote the script for Stuart Little. Just FYI.
But like same year as Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
He did Stuart Little.
Stuart Little. Speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, did you see the old trailer? The new one that dropped?
That's old news. Or wait, or is there a new old trailer?
A new old trailer.
Oh my God.
Dropped a couple days ago.
Well, it is 2 days old,
Yeah,
but it's
2
not
days
old.
No.
Old.
Not old. But the movie is old.
What? No, it's coming out this year, I thought.
No, it's called Old. It's old. No, it looks okay.
I saw Saw.
You saw Saw?
I see Saw.
You see
I
Saw?
went to see Saw.
I see shells by the seashore. I see them. And I sell them.
I'm not interested in old. This is a way for me to tell you that I don't think it looks very good, and I don't know why M. Night Shyamalan spent so much damn time writing it.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't really care about it either. I think it kind of looks bad.
I think like most M. Night Shyamalan movies are bad, and we have like 2 good ones, and then Split. Sometimes I don't even count it because like he wrote it when he wasn't terrible at making movies, you know. And then he also did like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is like a war crime.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We can't forgive him for that.
And the Happening, like the old gives me the Happening vibes.
Yeah,
like, what is he doing? This is a very gentle way to transition into our topic.
Did y'all know there's a pandemic going on?
Crazy. What?
What?
we were thinking about the pandemic lately, you know, as one does, and we were thinking like, when are people gonna start making movies and also potentially like shows about this goddamn thing? What are they gonna look like? And you know, already we have an early answer to that question. We have the Borat Subsequent movie film, which kind of, I mean, wasn't trying to be a pandemic movie, and then just had the I don't know if unfortunate circumstance is right, because it's kind of fortunate the way it happened for them of being made during the pandemic and basing their plot line all around that. And now the people that he holed up with in the house, there's a whole special on them, like where they're being talked to by like Hillary Clinton and all these people about all their fucking crazy conspiracy theories, and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? We want to talk to these guys? The ones that were too stupid to know who the fuck Borat was?
Yeah. Fucking hell. I like how in the beginning of that movie, that's one of the ones I started but haven't finished because I could have finished it, but I stopped because I got secondhand embarrassment really bad. And I couldn't do it anymore. With him. But the where was I going? Oh my god, my entire mind blew away just now. What was I even trying to say?
Borat. Movies. COVID.
Yeah, everybody started noticing him in the movie. Like 10 minutes in, people were noticing him. I'm very surprised he got anybody that didn't know, like, that it was at least a character that some comedy dude was playing, because there's so much of that now.
Well, that's why he wears like a disguise. Like, that's not Borat for most of the movie. But like, at some point, people have to realize it's Sacha Baron Cohen. He can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's great that he did manage to do it, but I thought there was no way in hell that. I know he was wearing a disguise, but like with the voice.
Yeah.
You know, everybody does the voice, like, as, like, jokes and stuff.
Very nice.
Very nice. Everybody says, I love my wife. But, I don't know, but I need to finish it, because I've heard it's actually really good.
It is actually really good.
I liked what I saw, but...
But I guess my point there is, like, that's, like, a very early, like, idea. Like, but I feel like this is probably the most tasteful we're going to get, because it's, like, something that was actually made during the pandemic. And there's another show I watched this year called How To with John Wilson. And it was, the whole premise going in is that it's just about John Wilson filming some stuff in New York and making like kind of a narrative out of all of the things he filmed. But the thing is, in the last episode, you know, he's filming things and places are shutting down. Like the word of the virus he heard about in the last episode, like kind of like catches up, and he and his like elderly neighbor who hang out all the time and watch Jeopardy have to stop hanging out, and it's like really interesting. Yeah, because it's like a real time breakdown
of what
it's supposed to be, and that media just kind of devolved from one thing into that, you know, and it's like, wow, this is super interesting. If it's gonna be like that, like people releasing projects that they started during COVID and then trying to finish them in this like new way. Yeah, I think that's honestly the best like hope we have at this not looking terrible and being in poor taste, you know.
Yeah, no, it's we're gonna get a lot of movies just centered. I guarantee you there'll be a movie about that cruise ship that was stranded when it first started. Yeah, and there was sick passengers on board. Now that might be a pretty riveting movie if they do it right, but like that's gonna come out amongst a wave of movies just. Like, I don't know, like, it's the writing's gonna be so terrible, but you can't make this shit up either. No. You know, I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't want to watch movies about the pandemic. I don't want to go back to that time in our lives. It was a sucky time. I hated it. It's horrible. I don't want to do it anymore. And I think we would be better off if we didn't rush to start writing screenplays Like, I think I'll even get annoyed if somebody writes a screenplay just set. The backdrop is the pandemic. I will still get annoyed. I'll be like, stop it. I don't want to see.
What
it.
are you gonna write that we haven't like felt or memed about, like being inside for a year? I don't know. Like, I don't want to say anything controversial, but like Bo Burnham is releasing like a comedy special called like Inside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, like, other than like Bo Burnham doing comedy and a new special, like I don't see what's so great about like doing a whole special that you filmed during the pandemic while you were inside. Like right now it just doesn't sound very interesting to me or like something that I would enjoy watching. Like I'm trying to forget that time and like I don't know, it sounds terrible, it sounds miserable. Any movie about this, like the only thing I want to see right now is like a documentary about what the fuck went wrong so we can understand it maybe and move on and laugh like, oh my god, that's terrible that happened. Anyway, this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, documentaries would be fine, but I don't want I don't want fictional movies. And I don't want them to win an Oscar. If they win an Oscar, I'll riot.
Oh, okay. I have a fun idea.
Okay.
I want you to pitch some Oscar bait.
Okay.
What you think might win Best Picture based around this like pandemic.
Okay.
Okay. I've got mine in my head right now,
okay.
and I'm just gonna kind of like stream of consciousness this.
Okay.
I foresee an Andrew Cuomo biopic that's gonna come out.
Okay.
And of course, Andrew Cuomo existed before the pandemic.
Right.
I mean, he had a claim to being the governor of New York before the pandemic, and he had like sexual misconduct like before too.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie will center on like his moments of like bravery, and I feel like Tom Hanks. No, maybe not Tom Hanks. It might have to be someone younger. Matt Damon. No, wait. Who's gonna win an Oscar for this role? Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement.
We can only wish.
He comes out of retirement, but he's not working with like a really great director like PTA. Yeah. He's working with, let's say, not Brett Ratner. Who would actually win an Oscar? Maybe Ang Lee, for some reason, is doing a movie about this.
Sure.
Well, it would have to be more visually stunning, though, wouldn't it? Who's going to direct the Andrew Cuomo, Matt Damon-led project?
Probably... probably a director we've never even heard of, to be honest. I don't know. Like, who does biopics?
Yeah, who phones it in all the time? Oh! Fresh off of his... Bohemian Rhapsody phoning it in. We can get Bryan Singer.
Yeah.
Bryan Singer bringing... Oh my god, here's the cast. Okay, it's a controversial movie. It might not win an Oscar. Kevin Spacey returns to the screen as Andrew Cuomo. And people think it's brilliant because Kevin Spacey also had a sexual misconduct allegation. And some people don't want to admit it, but they miss seeing Kevin Spacey. They want to see him on the big screen, and a lot of the Academy voters are like, come on, he did his time. It's been 5 years. Let's do it. So Kevin Spacey is Andrew Cuomo. And it's great because you've got John Lithgow as Donald Trump, and there's a lot of like intense fight scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like you've got like really obnoxious like split screen, like them talking and... John Lithgow as like Donald Trump is all like, I'm taking your PPE, I'm taking it from you, Andrew Cuomo, and Andrew Cuomo's all like, I'm Kevin Spacey and I want my PPE back. Give it back to me.
Give it back.
Give it, and also give me back my career. Give it back to me.
I want it.
Okay, there has to be fictionalized secretary character that has Cuomo.
Margot Robbie.
Yes!
It's the only choice.
Margot Robbie is like, Andrew Cuomo, how do you do it? How do you be so sexy and brave all the time? And Cuomo's like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to be so sexy and yet so brave.
And yet so brave.
And the score is really forgettable.
Yeah.
They could not afford Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross
yeah.
for this one, so they got fucking Danny Elfman, but not like Danny Elfman at his prime, but like Danny Elfman doing the score for 50 Shades Darker.
Yeah.
Did you know he did that score?
No, I didn't. But that's concerning. That hurts me a little bit.
If you pay Danny Elfman any amount of money,
He'll do it.
He will come. And score your movie.
It's money to money, but fuck.
Wait, let's just get the whole trifecta here.
Okay.
Instead of who did we even have directing this movie? That's how forgettable they were.
Fucking Bryan Singer.
Get Bryan Singer out of there.
Okay.
Let's get Roman Polanski.
Okay.
Controversial all the way.
All the way.
All the way. Because Cuomo's controversial. Spacey's controversial. Oh my God, Polanski's touching this thing. How could it get any more controversial? Boom. Margot Robbie's in it. That's not very controversial, but it does say, oh, she's willing to work with Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
That's a bit effed up.
Yeah.
And then probably Viggo Mortensen's in the movie because he likes to be in controversial
He does.
movies.
But here's the thing, Polanski's banned from the United States.
No, it doesn't film in the U.S.
Poland. No, he's got to film in Poland, though.
It films in Poland, and Polanski's Polanski. He buys a set of New York. All of it's in fucking his office or something, and Aaron Sorkin's like, okay, Polanski, I'll work with you.
Yeah,
Aaron Sorkin writes a screenplay.
I was about to say that, so the dialogue can be just like back and forth.
And then there's like quips, like Donald Trump has like quips now, and he's like, Cuomo, you know how they make an omelet? And Cuomo's like, what, Trump? How do they make it? And he's like, they crack a few eggs, and I'm about to crack yours. No, that's not very Sorkin-esque. It would have to be clever.
It would have to be slightly pretending to be clever.
Also, there would have to be just enough political stuff that people don't know what it is, that it has to seem smart in the dialogue. It's like, hey, that's a quid pro quo. I know what that is, but that's also Section BAC, this law which prevents this crime during the pandemic. It's like, I don't know what that is, but that's crazy smart that he wrote that.
Sounds good. I'll go with it.
I think my movie might not win an Oscar, but it's the most talked about movie in that awards cycle. It's gonna be called, oh shit, it has to be like kind of inspired both by Cuomo's Hot Water and Kevin Spacey's Hot Water. So it's it could be,
call it The Swamp.
The Swamp. No.
Draining the Swamp.
No. It's gotta be something more pandemic-y. Did he ever say anything? Cuomosexual.
And it's gonna win an Oscar for Best Picture, or at
Best
least
Picture.
nominated.
Yeah, and I mean, Kevin Spacey might not get nominated, and people might not like admitting it, but they want Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
And Kevin Spacey in the movie. Now, let me say something really quickly. I don't think this sounds like a very good movie, but I do think this is something that could happen.
Yeah, I agree. Oh,
Casey, what's your pitch?
So, mine. We're gonna try and go for the Academy is thinking they don't want to be as controversial, and they kind of want to. They have good intentions, but it's bad.
The safe bet that pisses everyone off.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna have a movie set in the middle of the pandemic, and it's gonna be about the misinformation of the pandemic. And it's gonna have a token Asian character that is getting bullied and belittled because it's called the China virus and whatnot.
Okay.
And it's gonna be sort of like Crash, and we're not gonna focus on one person. We're gonna jump around to different characters. We're gonna have Adam Driver in the movie. He's gonna be in there. We're gonna have another who is it? Will Smith's in the movie. Oscar bait. Right.
Okay.
There. Sort of like we got some Helen Mirren is gonna be in there. We're gonna have some classic Oscar bait actors and actresses, just to name a few. It's gonna be the score is gonna be by Howard Shore.
Okay. Wow.
Because Spotlight, which I think Howard Shore's a great composer, but he is a lot of like Academy Award. He does a lot of those movies. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna have Who's gonna direct this thing? Who's gonna direct it? It's gonna be like the whitest director ever, and that's why it's gonna be so. That's why it's gonna be so problematic.
Oh yeah, and I mean definitely white screenwriter too.
Definitely.
Maybe it's someone we don't know about yet who's like trying to just play on the Academy's strings, but like no, there's got to be someone. This sounds like someone's like cup of tea.
Yeah. What about?
Maybe this could be like the Green Book guys.
Yeah.
Like, next movie,
yeah.
the Farley brothers, the Farrelly.
Yeah, let's do them.
Okay.
They're gonna direct it, and it's gonna be written.
Oh, Peter Farrelly.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see who's gonna write this thing. We're gonna have it written by. You know what? Fuck it. John Lee Hancock's writing this thing. Okay.
Why?
Because he seems to miss the mark a lot.
Okay.
And
what's he done?
The Founder, The Blind Side, The Little Things,
God.
Saving Mr. Banks, The Highwayman, stuff like that.
No, yeah, he's not the best
Yeah.
guy. It turns out.
See, it's like good intentions, but it's always bad. You know?
It's like the most average career of all time.
Yeah, exactly. But it's scored by Howard Shore, so everybody's thinking it's gonna be great. And all the stories, get this, are gonna interconnect.
What?
At the siege of the Capitol on January 6th. It's gonna go all the way there. And we're gonna have who should we have play Donald Trump? Because he's got a cameo.
Oh yeah, you can't have John Lithgow in 2 movies though. It has to be a new Donald Trump actor.
Who's the one that did on SNL?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
We could bring him back.
We
Let's
could
do
bring
it.
him back.
Come on, Alec.
Yeah. So it ends at the siege of the Capitol, and it ends with one of our characters dying at the Capitol.
Oh man.
And let's see. Yeah. That's basically it. And let's call it.
Excuse me.
Let's call it Distance.
Oh,
there we go. That's our That's
Distance.
It. Yes,
it means a lot.
It means a lot. God. Yeah, it's gonna be Academy Award winner.
That one I could see winning the Oscar. I feel like mine was a bit too controversial for those wimps.
I mean, shit, it could
also,
still
it didn't
happen.
Sound very good.
Mine doesn't sound very good either. I want to watch a crash-inspired.
I just can't believe
movie.
we gave the industry the perfect movies to ruin award seasons with. My God. Oh, you know your token Asian character is going to be played by Steve Young because, I mean, as much as, like, I love his work and, like, everything, like, I feel like Hollywood, like, often just uses him as just, like, they throw him in a movie or something to, like, try and give it credibility. But he also picks really solid projects, so I don't know, actually, if he would be tricked into being in this terrible Oscar bait movie, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe paid a lot.
Right.
He's now an Oscar Awards guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a nomination under his belt.
That's true. What won Best Picture this year?
It was Nomadland.
Oh,
yeah. Chloe Zhao won.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I wasn't really offended
over
the Oscar winners this
I wasn't
year.
either. Maybe it's getting better. Maybe next year it'll be like a banger, you know?
I figure we'll have like about half of the material we usually would have, and then 2022 will maybe be a normal year again. I don't know. So I'm not getting my hopes up.
Yeah. But I don't know. Well, guys, drop your Oscar pandemic movie ideas down below.
We're belching and squelching today.
Yeah, we are belching and squelching, but y'all should make up some with us and drop them in the comments on Twitter and stuff. And we'll have a poll, and we'll have a couple polls, like a ranking, and we'll vote for the best one. And if you win, you get a good job.
Movie Oscar
Yeah,
award.
you get
eventually.
You know what we'll do? At the end of the year, we'll have a Mind Over Movies fucking awards show.
Oh my God.
And you could be in for an award.
You could win an award. We're just shooting the ideas right now, but it will be something.
Something will happen.
It's gonna materialize.
Yeah.
Just you wait.
Just you wait.
You watching me, okay?
Yeah, I feel like there was something else we had to talk about, but
I don't know, man. Well, let's just make this the shortest Mind Over movies ever.
Okay.
You know, a solid 55 minutes. That's pretty short, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can go to lunch early today.
Yeah. Thank you. Get on out of here, kids.
Yeah. You know what? Here, cue the school bell. All right. Now everybody remember next week it'll come out again. You have to be back here, 8 o'clock sharp for your next class.
Okay. It's
All right.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, people.
Tuesday. You kiddos have fun. Have a good weekend.
Love you. Hey, Landon. Let's work on the listening next time, okay?
Please.
We noticed that you weren't paying attention towards the end there.
Yeah.
Come on, Landon.
Come on. All right. Is that everybody?
Okay. That's everybody.
All right.
All right. See you.
See you
Have a
later.
good weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.